Wherever you are today, welcome to all Territorial and Indigenous businesses, communities and family to this morning's Campfire Yarn. My name is Murray and I'm part of the In the Black Northern Territory Indigenous Business Resilience Program. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all brothers and sisters, wherever you are within our global village, joining our yarn today. Firstly, as always, I'd like to acknowledge and pay respects to all Territorial, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander ancestors, elders, communities, families, and future generation brothers and sisters, and those young deadly warriors who are paving new footprints within our sands across this wonderful earth that we live on. Now, today's topic is about a very key issue around taking the shame out of marketing, or marketing oneself. A really key topic when we're talking about business and marketing our business. Sometimes we focus on the sales aspect of trying to secure an opportunity or with a client, but one of the key parts within that is also about how do you market your business? How do you take out the shame of being in front of a camera or talking to people or attending a business networking event and ensuring that you're able to put your best foot forward authentically, originally, and being yourself doing that. But today what we're going to be focusing on is taking the shame of marketing in relation to looking at this camera, right? In the current environment around the COVID-19 pandemic, obviously everyone talks about it, even all our business enablers throughout the Northern Territory, government support systems, and in the wider state and territories across Australia and various other global village locations. What they talk about is the digital or the online platform is the new way of doing business. Is it the new way of doing business? Probably not, because it's always been there. It's always been there as a tool, but in regards to us as mob, we appreciate the face-to-face contact. We appreciate the relationship. You don't get that within a camera, and totally understand that. Now, during today's discussion, what we're going to be talking about is some key points around what is the value of doing presentations and embracing video marketing, and then go through some tips that I've come across in regards to our experience, but also to share with you brothers and sisters that are out there across our audience today in regards to some key aspects in relation to that you can take on board to just craft and style your way, be deadly your way in regards to how you actually share your business. We have various self-talk discussions in regards to when we think about video marketing. Even myself, this is not a natural thing to do, even for myself. No one around me here amongst my space, but I'm in a familiar place. But it's really, really difficult. Some of the self-talk that goes through my mind, and I've heard from other brothers and sisters, is, look, I too shame. I don't want to be in front of a camera. It's just not my thing. And what am I going to talk about? Like, what am I going to share? What they want to hear? And look, I don't dress, in regard, and I don't need it. Sometimes the discussion is that I hear is, I don't need it. My business is doing okay. But in regards to becoming and creating within this new environment of the COVID-19 pandemic, but I think what it's also highlighted is the importance of what video marketing can be doing for your business, but also wider, what you could utilize this tool to share the story of your community as part of what you're doing in regards to from a marketing perspective, because people want to connect with you. They want to know you. They want to gain an understanding of your country. They want to get an understanding of your culture. They want to get an understanding of your business and who you are as a product. The advantages of video marketing are numerous, right? So it's very, very challenging, but I'll go to that very, very soon. But some of the advantages of dealing with it is you boost your brand awareness, right? You boost who you are and what you're doing as a business. Extremely important if you are trying to get more opportunities for your business and grow your business, but more importantly, ensure Bungu revenue bucket is actually coming into your bank account. People need to know who you are. It improves your online presence. Obviously, we talk over phone. We can't have that face-to-face conversation at the moment. So the online world, the digital world, is a new way of doing that. I'm sure, and don't like gammon, but I'm sure you have family members that are doing selfies. They talk, you take pictures of a feed or feast or various other things in regards to your life, your daily life. All you're doing is you're now focusing on what your business is doing. Very, very important. And it can be a natural transition, but there is some steps that you can go through. Some of the other advantages that you can use is around it actually enhances your social media presence and your engagement with potential clients. For example, the In the Black Northern Territory Indigenous Business Resilience Program, we're marketing and we're cross-posting across a number of social media platforms. One of those key ones is obviously, and I'm sure you're well aware of it, and if you're not, LinkedIn. Have a look at LinkedIn, what you can be doing on there, but also what you could be sharing in regards to content, because it's a wider sales audience. It's a wider marketing audience that's focused on business. They are potential clients or they're current clients that you actually are engaging with right now. The biggest piece is it's an easy return on investment, right? Doesn't take much it takes a lot to get in front of a camera for a lot of us mob. The feeling of uncertainty, trying to calm yourself down. What do I say? I don't know how to talk English in some instances, but you can also work around that. And that's what part of our discussion is here today. But also what I'd like to encourage you all to do is, if you have any other questions, make sure that you contact and meet and connect with the team through info@tagaimc.com. The other piece around it, it builds trust with your viewers, with your client base, with the industry that you're trying to connect with. It's really, really, really important. But also the other piece is, and what's really, really key is, there is some key steps that you can actually adopt to become a better video marketer. And they can be numerous, but what I'm going to focus on is stuff that's literally really easy for me to manage and that I can actually handle. The first one is find a familiar space or place, because it's really hard to, I'm sure if you've been interviewed or have had interviews conducted with you, sometimes when you go to another brother or sisters or an organization or a client's office, sometimes you don't feel familiar or you can't be yourself. Well, video marketing, you don't have to do that, right? In a lot of instances, what your audience and the audience that you want to capture is looking for is you and your business. Who are you? What do you represent? They want to connect with you, not just from a business perspective, but from a human perspective, but also a spiritual perspective, because you're also providing knowledge and enablement around us as mob, as Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders, which is deadly. Dress for success. If there's an audience that's out there that you want to connect with, that's in the corporate sector, dress appropriately. In regards to our yarn today, you can see here in most instances, because of the program, I'm wearing the Tagai Management Consultants polo, and I'm trying to have a yarn with you. So I'm dressing appropriately for the audience that I'm trying to connect with. I'm trying to bring down the discussion for us to have a meaningful yarn here today. Hard when it's only one way into a camera. The other thing is, and the most important thing is to be yourself. If you don't be yourself, the message doesn't come through. I've shared a number of points here in our small yarn here today, but it's really, really important to be yourself. Be who you are. Sometimes when we're talking to clients, they're connecting with you, they want to invest in you, they want to believe in you to engage you as a business. But if you don't connect and be yourself, if you put a fake facade or a fake personality or be gammon, sometimes it's hard to connect with. So make sure to be yourself. The next point I'd like to share is, it's not about you, right? When you're in front of this camera, what I'm sharing with you is not about me. What I'm trying to convey with you, brothers and sisters, and all Indigenous businesses across the NT, and whoever's sharing in regards to our audience space at the moment, is I'm trying to share a message. So it's not about you. It takes some of the shame feeling away when you're focusing on the message you're trying to convey with brothers and sisters in the wider global village. Know your goal. Plan your message. So at the moment in front of me, as you can probably see, I've got a bit of a script, some dot points that I'm going through to make sure that I'm touching on those key points that I want to make with you. But it isn't guiding my conversation. I am remaining connected with you brothers and sisters, because I want you to see into me what I'm trying to share with you. And this is not a gammon thing. This is something that we need to embrace to some type of level. The other piece is know your audience. Know who you want to connect with. Currently, I am connecting with, and through our team, have connected with all brothers and sisters. So our program is targeted towards Indigenous, Northern Territory, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander businesses. We want to connect with you as a business owner, as a brother or sister, and also utilizing this tool of video marketing to be able to do that. Develop some talking points, but don't let it be your guiding piece in regards to what you want to be sharing with brothers and sisters and your audience space, who you want to share in regards to getting your message around your business around to. And these talking points are on key aspects of what you're trying to share. What is your services and goods? Why are you different? But the most important thing is to convey that message clearly, and also so they can see inside you to be able to connect with you and what you're trying to achieve as a business. Practice doesn't mean perfection, right? You're not going to be perfect. We're always going to make mistakes. In previous campfire yarns, the ones that I've had previously, and I'm sure you brothers and sisters have probably had a giggle at it, I've sneezed, but it's okay. It's not going to be perfect, but that's the nature of it, right? It's about humanizing a tool that you're connecting with, because you don't have the face-to-face contact. You can't mock each other, you can't yarn, you can't laugh and joke about things. So it's okay to make mistakes. It's human, it's all right. It's not going to be perfect. The most important thing, say for example, you're being interviewed, like for example, someone's, like if you be part of our camp, and what I want to encourage all Indigenous Northern Territory businesses is we want to hear your story. Our brothers and sisters in our ecosystem want to hear your story. I want to encourage you to connect with us, and the details will be provided as part of this post after this discussion. But please make contact with the team so we can share your story as the next campfire yarn. Be mindful of where you're looking at. When we're in front of a camera, when we're having a face-to-face discussion, what we hear a lot about is the interviewer will go, look, we don't want you to look at the camera. I want you to look at the interviewer. Don't look at the camera because it throws it off. And how many times have we seen on television where there's a long pause, or there's this over-exaggeration of the look of brothers and sisters because they're looking at the camera, and it really throws it off. And you can notice it, right? I'm sure you've noticed it here today, but that's okay. But in regards to when we're dealing with online platforms, when we're doing video marketing like I'm doing towards here, I'm looking at the camera. When I'm not looking at the camera, if I'm not providing a response, and if I'm being interviewed, have a look at the screen that's provided to you in regards to be able to look what the interviewer is saying, because to some type of level, you're reading the non-verbals to be able to interact and connect with that brother or sister who's interviewing you. But look at the camera when you're providing a response and be natural. The most important thing is, and this is about breaking down the shame in regards to being shy, right? Or just in regards to looking at video marketing, is the most important thing is to some type of level, try and enjoy the experience, right? Because if you don't do that and it becomes a bit mechanical, what you do, it shows. It shows on the image, it shows to the audience, and it shows to the market that you're trying to connect with. So it's important to break down those elements and just try and enjoy the experience, because you're telling a story. You're sharing you're sharing your business, you're sharing the services and goods that makes you deadly. It's important to really connect with that. Well, today I've gone through a number of elements on why video marketing is important. I've gone through some tips, but the most important thing I want to share with you all today is we need to take the shame out of marketing our business. We needed to take the shame out of marketing our business yesterday, and we definitely need to be taking the shame out of marketing ourselves and our business tomorrow. Because how do our clients in the global village, not just in your own backyard or in our own region within the Northern Territory, but in the wider nationwide space in Australia and other audience that you could be connecting with, we need to break that shame. We need to work through that. The team will help you in regards to if you are interested in being part of our next campfire yarn. So you're not alone. We'll walk through with you. But the most important thing, it doesn't have to be long. It can be just 3 to 5 minutes. That's all we want. We just want to hit you in regards to get you to go, hey, this is me. This is my business. These are the services and goods. This is why we're deadly. This is why you should be doing business with us. But the most important thing is it's a way for you to market your business in a wider space that's for free. Okay? So basically, I want to say thank you to all who joined our Campfire Yarn today. I know I would like to start and end our yarn as always the same way. I want to acknowledge all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander brothers and sisters, our ancestors, our elders throughout the territory. I want to encourage and pay that deep respects to the wider community, to our future generations and the young brothers and sister entrepreneurs and those bangers in regards to their own careers that are creating their own footprints. But the most important thing is I want to pay respects to any brothers and sisters and communities who are going through some tough time. Deep homage to all of you, all my family out there, and brothers and sisters that I know, and obviously who are dealing with some hurt or some trauma in your own life, whether you're Indigenous or non-Indigenous. We're all family in this wonderful global village. But the most important thing is, if you are watching this Campfire Yarn via Facebook, to get access to the program, you have to be a Northern Territory Indigenous business. It's the most important thing. We're trying to engage our brothers and sisters in that space, to connect with each other, to conduct business with you, the audience. But the most important thing is comment with Deadly down below of this post. It'll provide some bots, some information in regards to be able to get into connecting to that into the program. But if you are looking for a replay, it's going to be on YouTube. Information will be in the description below, and obviously across other platforms that are going to be shared as part of the IndaBlack program. The program, it's running until October, everyone. So it's designed for your business. It's designed for brothers and sisters to connect in this world, to collaborate, to network, to do business. But the most important thing is, if we don't, it's about you. It's about your business in the territory. It's about connecting with you for you to be able to connect with the wider space. Today, I've shared with you about the shame of getting over the shame of doing marketing your business, marketing you, and marketing your community, which is really, really imperative. But once again, I want to say thank you for joining us. And make sure to join us for our next Campfire Yarn or Yarning Circle event, and where we will be having a deadly yarn with another deadly guest speaker, and it might be you. So stay tuned. So once again, thank you very much, and have a deadly day.